Bataan.
Bataan is a peninsula on the island of Luzon, which is in the Philippines. When the Japanese successfully bombed Pearl Harbor, the Americans thought that was the end of it. But that's not the case. The Japanese were quick to attack the Philippines.
The Japanese picked the Philippines because the Philippines held the second largest military base and in December of 1941, the Japanese began landing on the Filipino islands and started capturing airfields in the north and east parts of the islands.
The Japanese did this because without their planes and other air attackers, the U.S. could not strongly fight back with air warfare. Without air warfare, the Japanese had a strong advantage because the Japanese could drop bombs on the troops while the U.S. had to just sit there and watch their troops die because they didn't have any other air support to fight back.
On December 22nd, the Japanese began their main assault on the Linguang Gulf in Lamon Bay. The U.S. was unable to keep the Japanese from landing on the island, so on the 26th, U.S. General Douglas MacArthur put War Plan Orange 3 together.
WPO-3 was mainly designed as a defensive retreat. The plan was to have the U.S. and Filipino forces to begin a slow fighting retreat to Bataan Peninsula, where they would wait for reinforcements from the U.S. Navy. The U.S. knew that it would take a while because of the Pearl Harbor bombings.
On January 2nd, 1942, the U.S. made a defensive line near the Manila Bay to let the Army retreat with more time. The Army had heavy losses and the U.S. continued to fall back. This time they established the Abikai-Mabuyan line on the Bataan Peninsula. Japanese began attacking on the 9th of January, and again the United States were being ran out.
By the 22nd, the Japanese attacks on the U.S. seemed to be too much. The U.S. were in danger of being encircled. With the Japanese closing in on them, they were forced to surrender the Abikai-Mabuyan line. From January 22nd to February 8th, the U.S. fought the Japanese army as they fell back to their final defensive position.
The Japanese attempted to land soldiers on the beaches of the peninsula, but were pushed back by the U.S. They would hold this position for over a month.
On March 12th, General MacArthur was taken by boat to Australia, saying the famous words, "I shall return." He would not return for some time.
On April 3rd, the Japanese began bombing the U.S. positions, and on the 9th, U.S. General King surrendered all 75,000 troops to the Japanese. All became prisoners of war.
Immediately after the surrender, the Japanese rounded up all of the soldiers and forced them to go on a 60-mile death march from Mariveles to San Fernando. Throughout the march, prisoners were denied food, given minimal amounts of water, and were required to march around the clock.
Anybody that was unable to march, complained, or was helping someone who was falling behind was killed. When arriving to San Fernando, all remaining prisoners, 64,000, were loaded into boxcars and sent to prison camps.